Hello, everybody. This is William Randolph, and I hope this video finds you well. It's been a few days since I've been on and shared some thoughts about things that are going on, the transition, if you will, that's happening in the federal government and federal government contracting space. And I just wanted to share with you a few thoughts. First, everything that I've been reading a lot, trying to digest and getting news from lots of different vantage points. But there's one consistent theme, and that is uncertainty is absolutely reigning in this space. The lack of any what appears to be a long-term strategy or a strategy of execution has just infused the system, infused the environment with extraordinarily high degrees of uncertainty. And the primary challenge that comes with uncertainty is the inability then to make decisions. Okay, that with high degrees of uncertainty, there's no solid foundation. Everything is shifting sand, and therefore it's very hard to make decisions about what to do next based on the shifting sands. You have the courts that are playing, and they're doing temporary restraining orders. You have some organizations that are trying to block activity. There's inconsistency with direction. There's also some class action suits that I've seen that are playing or being played those cards are being played in this space. Lots of degrees of uncertainty. So the thought that I wanted to share with you today is that even with all of this uncertainty, the goal, I believe, should be trying to find a place where you can burn the ships. Okay, now here's what I mean by that. If you've been a student of history, you know that when the Russian Empire was fighting and capturing lands and expanding the Roman Empire, I think I said Russia, the Roman Empire, that whenever they would sail to another area to fight a war, the first thing they would do is unload the ships. And then the second thing they would do was burn the ships, meaning that there was no way for them to retreat. They actually had one of two options. They win or they die, okay? So burning of the ships is really a concept about making decisions that if you have a plan A, a plan B, a plan C, a plan D, then no one's wedded to any of them. Okay, and all of them are taking energy and focus from every other one. So there should be a plan A, okay, or at least a primary plan A. Maybe a small secondary plan B, but a primary plan A, meaning that you've made a decision, that someone's made a decision, and then you can start taking the actions, deploying the energy, the talent, the resources against executing on plan A. Now, here's why this is really important. And really, it brought home for me just yesterday. Okay. Last evening, I received the third termination for training work in our space. Okay. So work we had under contract. This is number 3 now, where we've had contracts terminated, activity terminated in anticipation of performance going forward. So those are 3. So it's real. So it's not just articles and newspaper clippings and video from online. This is real. This is like this hits home. So I'm assuming that all of you, or at least any of you that are affected, specifically small businesses, that you're going to have, if not already, you're going to have some impacts. There may be secondary and tertiary impacts, but nevertheless, there are going to be impacts. So I would encourage you to start thinking about, okay, what happens next? because I believe we're in a survival environment. The environment that we're in, the season that we're in, okay, I consider business in three seasons. There's the arriving season, there's the surviving season, and then the thriving season. Colleagues, I think we are in surviving season again. We've already arrived, okay? We have infrastructure, we had plans. We probably had great plans going into 2025, fiscal year 2025. Great plans, but environmental forces, market forces are at play. And as a result of that, we find ourselves in survival mode. And the best thing, in my opinion, based on my experiences and everything that I've seen and heard, the best thing you can do in survival mode is to make a decision to survive. Okay, that you have to make a decision that, yes, we're going to survive, and then build a plan and burn the ships. Okay, commit yourself to one strategy, a strategy. It could have multiple facets. Okay, and I think that's wise in this environment because we really don't know what's going on. But multiple facets, multiple activities, but all of them are based on one decision. Our one decision was we're going to survive. Okay, so we're going to be pivoting some of our activity to some other areas. Okay, we're hyper focused at the federal level, hyper focused. Like 98% of our work happens at the federal level. Guess what? We're going to be shifting our focus down to the state, local, municipality, and higher ed. Okay. So some of those activities, some of those environments will be affected as well. And there's some unknowns around those, but at least work is continuing. Okay. Activity is continuing. Contract opportunities are showing up there. So that's going to be our first pivot. Okay. Our second pivot is we're going to double down on our micro purchases because I believe that in the midst of all the chaos, there's still work that's going to need to be done when employees have been relieved of their duties at the federal level. Okay, so there's still work that's going to need to be done. So focusing on micro purchases is going to be a unique strategy. So, colleagues, I share with you this, okay, in this season, we're in the survival season. And I think the best thing you can do is commit to survive. Commit to survive. Okay. And then once you've done the committing, once you've committed to surviving, then build a plan that is your primary focus. I think it's maybe okay to have one smaller secondary focus, but have a primary focus so that you can put all of your energy, all of your resources, energy, talent, creativity, brain power, resources, teaming, partnering, all of them, you can deploy them towards a strategy of survival. Because in this season, the puck is moving. The puck is moving. We don't know where it's going to land. So I wanted to share this with my small business community. Anyone that's thinking about, okay, what's going to be happening next? And I think the best thing that you can do in uncertain times is to find any areas of certainty and build your plan on those areas of certainty. Okay, thank you so very much. If you ever want to reach out and talk to me about anything, just reach out. We'd love to talk to you about it. All the best. Be well.